Hey everyone, I'm Clayfect, and guess what? Today, Mr. Clayfect is going to voiceover. The reason is I'm making the Cameleon from Frozen 2 Pascal, and he did not turn out how I wanted him. It's not like when I made little Bruni from Frozen 2. This little fella here, look at how beautiful he is. So, I know I say it doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't mean it's defect, it just means it's Clayfect. And I stand by that. I will stand by my sculpture and let my husband do the voiceover and run away like a good little girl I am. So, let's get started.
Hey everybody, Mr. Clayfect here. I'm apparently the voice of this video, so I will do my very best, but I don't know very much about sculpting. In this clip, I think she's making the amateur wire and apparently on a stick. Yeah, there's some amateur and a stick. And now she's gonna paint on that stick with the Posca pen. Oh damn, I'm never gonna forgive my wife for this. So instead of telling you about what's happening on the screen, that you clearly know much more about than I do, I'm gonna tell you about why she's making this figure. Because I ordered it, and yeah, it was not good. She hated me for it every step of the way. You see, I really like chameleons. And I have my own chameleon Cosmo, you're gonna see in the end. And apparently she wanted to make Pascal from Tangled. What a great idea, I thought. But before very long, we were chasing around the garden, chopping down trees to find the perfect stick with the right bend, and so on and so on. And the troubles only started there. Because I think every step of the way in this sculpture, she hated it. And I think there's a little bit of hatred modeled into every fiber of this. I must say I was pretty happy about it, mostly because she hated it, and I have to save it a couple of times from being thrown out the window. And that just made me love it even more. As you know, Clayfect has made me a lot of figures, and I love every one of them when she's not trying to give it away to strangers. But I love them, and I love this one too. But it has been a hard work, and now I apparently also have to put sounds on it when she don't like them. Back to the video. Now, as you see, I think she's making the head. It looks a bit like an ant, but I hope it's becoming a chameleon for me. Since I can't tell you much about sculpting, then I'm gonna tell you about what I do on this channel as Mr. Clayfect. The job that has been bestowed upon me by Clayfect is to edit the videos and edit the sound and put on a little effect now and then. So it has been a hard work and hard to learn, but I'm getting better at it, I hope. And I hope you like it. When she started making videos, she was like, yeah, you're the editor now, and I have never edited a video in my life. So just go to work and learn. That's my cue in life, I think. But I think it's very interesting doing this job. And one of the best things of being the sound editor is that I get to keep all the funny voices she's making, and hiccups and sneezes and small songs. And since she has put me in this position, I'm gonna play some of them for you. I hope you like them.
Strap me in plastic and make me shine. Da 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 da.
Yeah, this one is one of my favorites. I have actually made it my ringtone when she's calling me, so she hates me for that one big time. We also have this little sound I took from one of her videos before it was cut away, and I've actually thought about making it the cursing sound But she's very attached to the one we have now, which, by the way, is the sound of one of our dogs. So, hear this one.
I'm cute.
Doesn't she sound cute? She sounds a bit like a hamster, I think. But I love her for it, and I think it's so funny. But as Clayfect always say, anyways, back to the video. And here we see her making a very impressive set of eyebrows. And this must be the body. I think it's assembling a little bit more of a potato, but I hope it's becoming better. They usually do. And I know she's calling this the ugly face, but the sculptures usually come out good, so I have high hopes for this one. And it's a chameleon, so it can't be that bad. And now she's given the chameleon a neck. And I can tell you so much by this sculpture that if it have had hair, it would have never gotten this far. Because as you probably know by now, when she's doing hair, it takes a lot of time. And I cannot blame her at the end of it. She's not very fond of it. But they usually come out really cute. And even though she tells me she don't want to make more hair, then she always ends up doing it again. And I always see her running to her table and continuing the hair because now she wants to get done and she's so excited of how it's going to look. And as you can hear, she's a bit over dramatic sometimes, but she really loves doing what she's doing, and I think you can see it in the videos that come out. Anyway, we can't make this too good, because then she wants me to do it again. And this is not my job. I'm the editor, and she's the one sculpting and putting sound on these videos. So, let me tell you about the glitter bomb. The glitter bomb happened the other night because she's working on a sculpture you're all gonna see in a couple of weeks that involves a lot of glittery stuff. And she's making some stones with a lot of glitter. This process involves painting some rocks with glue, putting them into a box with glitter and shaking it around. And as you can see, probably when she's painting, she's not that meticulous. So our entire home is covered in multicolored glitter, including our dogs. So the first thing I'm met with when I get home from work is our very, very shiny and sparkly dogs. Then I find my wife sitting in her chair by her clay station, covered in glue and glitter, in a bit of a panic because she can't get it all. It's everywhere. I promise you, our house looked like a New Year's Eve party gone wrong. And the weirdest thing is, she don't even like glitter. I have never seen her put on sparkly makeup or something like that. So, you can imagine how I felt when I came in the door and my wife's looking like a 14-year-old ready for the party at school. And I think that's one of the best things living with an artist. You never know what you find when you come home. Or which tasks you're gonna get put on. Like this voiceover, for example. But I can tell you, if I hadn't done this voiceover for you, then you wouldn't have had a video this week. Now back to commenting the video and telling you what she's doing, even though I don't know. Now she's mounting it on the famous stick from the garden. Our poor apple tree have to give up one of its branches for this. And I think it's worth it. I think the sculpture looks very good. And now he's getting toes, apparently. Also, Clayfect had ordered me to tell you or ask you if you could please comment, like and subscribe. And if you like this voiceover I'm doing, then please don't tell her, because it's not my job. But I'm thinking is a little funny, but I'm not really good at this, but I'm doing my best, guys. I hope you can bear over with me. By the way, me and Clayfect has a little bet that if she gets to 1,000 subscribers within a year, then she's going to show her face on video. So I hope you will help me achieve this goal, because she is a little bit shy. I think it would be good for her and for the videos if you don't always just have to see her hands. But I don't know what you think. I think it would be good. Please leave your comments down below what you think. If it's a good idea or I should just back off and let her do her thing. Now we are in the paint part of this video, and I think we are on the 3rd shade of green. The funny thing is, every time Clayfect doing a sculpture and she's painting it, I can always see which color she's painting, because the most paint is on her hands, and on the table, and the chair, and the wall. So it's everywhere. I know that's why she don't like painting, so it's just going very, very fast. But I'm come to like these makeup dibber-dabbers she's using now. They are not that messy. I'm starting to buying them by the bulk, because she's going through a lot of them. And she has never used it for makeup. I think the paint job on this looks really good. And it's not to compare with the real thing, but now that it's a figure from a Disney movie, I think it's perfect. But you're gonna see that in the end. Now we come to the eyes, and I'm really interested to see how she's gonna do that, because the Pascal from the movie is nothing like the real thing when it comes to eyes. It has big human eyes. When I see her working on these figures, I'm always shocked how much difference the eyes make. It can make a sculpture look creepy or happy, and I have never understand how she does that. But I know for a fact it's one of the parts she loves to do the most. That and make stories for the figures. She always sits and tells the stories while she makes them. That's why I pressured her a little to make the stories for the robot and the horse, even though she wouldn't put it out because she never thinks they're good enough. But I think they're cozy and I think they're fun. And some of them you can learn something from. And I think of them a bit like a bedtime story from when I was a child. So I think they're really nice. Now back to little Pascal. And as you can see, I don't think this sculpture is bad. I think it's really good. And I think it looks like him. I'm positive I will love this sculpture, and it already has a place above my chameleon case, so they can look at each other. But I don't know what Cosmo say about him. The first time he saw the little guy without paint, he was not very happy. And by that I can see she's about finished with this little guy, and she's putting some UV resin on the eyes. And by that I think we're about to round up this video. We're just looking at the last coat of UV resin for the eyes. And here you see me showing it off and seeing it for the first time together with Cosmo. And this time he was not that scared about him. And I must say I'm really glad about this figurine. I think it's super cute. It's a bit scary, but I don't want to see it in a dark room at night. I think those eyes could creep me out quite a bit. Here's Cosmo! And now you can see his colors is quite a bit duller than the figurine. But I think she has done a brilliant job with this one. And Cosmo likes it too, apparently. I think he thinks it's his stick now, so he can call on it with him. But by that, I think we have to round up this video and say thank you for watching, and hope you like this video and hope you like me commenting a little bit, not too much. And I will see you guys behind the curtain next time, and Clayfect will be back, so hope you like it. And if you want to see more like this, click to the video on your right. See ya guys, hi!